Hello everyone, it's Brandy with A Geek in Our Games. I'm back again today with another unboxing. I got this lovely package in the mail today, and I'm going to open it here with you. I know there should be 3 games in there. One is a reprint of a random narrative game. There's also 2 editions of Beg, Borrow, and Steal, and also a copy of Idi-umms. So we're going to see what those turned out like. Let's see what we've got. So we've got a lot of paper in here. So we've got a box full of games. I see Idi-umms, I see Beg, Borrow, and Steal, and I see random narrative game. So let's see what they look like. Okay, let's start with Idi-umms. Here's Idi-umms and the back of it. It's got lots of little Idi-umms on the front. So we're going to open one of these up. Now this is recommended for 8+, could be a little bit less, depends on how well a 7-year-old or so plays word games. This is all about changing different idioms. It is 3 to 10 players. It takes about 10 minutes or so to play. Of course, it could be longer or shorter depending on how fast you play. If you're really experienced with games, then it probably won't take you any time at all, and you can do a whole lot of rounds. Take the plastic off for our new demo box. Now this one has a whole lot of cards. This is an entirely card-based game. The back with the Idi-umms cards, and each card has 3 pieces on it. So first you're going to find in here the instruction cards. These come all mixed up, so you have to dig through them, unfortunately. Here are the Idi-umms cards. Here are the instruction cards. Lots of nice instructions on them. Each of these cards has 3 pieces to it. It has the idiom with a blank. It has a word in the purple and a word in the blue. So as you're playing, there are different choices. Everything is contained on one card that you need for the rounds. So we'll do a how to play video later on, but for right now, we'll go ahead and just show you what's in the box. So we've got all kinds of lovely cards here. So I'm going to go ahead and put those back. It's got a real nice feel to them, so that's good. And pretty hefty stack there. Okay. The next one we have, that was Idi-umms, is Beg, Borrow, and Steal. Now Beg, Borrow, and Steal has 2 different versions. There's the light edition here, and it says it in the center there. I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera. And the dark edition. Okay, I am going to go ahead and open up the light edition for now. They're the same game, they just have different colored cards in them. So you just decide which one, if you want to play the dark color cards or if you want to play the light color cards. So I'm going to show you what the light one looks like, and that way you'll have an idea. Okay, now these are smaller cards than any of the other games that we have on. This one has an instruction booklet here. It's a really small one, so not many rolls. It's not a real complicated game. It takes a little bit getting used to, but you can pick it up really quickly. And once you get going, there's a really big rhythm to the game, so you're just going to get used to it. So the cards are different colors and shapes. So we have this color, and this color, this one, and also this one. These are, oh, there's the fourth one. So these are the 4 colors. There's kind of a pink, a purple, kind of green blue, and yellow. There are different shapes in here. Of course, here's the back. And we will do a play video on this one later. This one is a lot of cards. No dice or anything in it this time. It's got kind of an interesting feel with the different size cards. So it's really easy to hold because this game you end up with several cards in your hands. The interesting thing about this one is since there is a light and a dark edition, this one is actually rated for about 8 and up. As I said before, your kid may be a little bit better at picking up on games. So I think a younger kid could play this, but 8 is about the age that we're saying is right. This is a 3 to 4 person game. However, if you combine a light edition and a dark edition, that takes it up to about 6 to 8 players. And it's easy to handle in this size for 3 to 4 players. But if you are going to do more, if you buy a second one, I would definitely suggest getting a dark and a light when you're going to do that rather than 2 lights because of the way the game plays. It's a trick-taking game. So there are multiple copies of the same color and shape on here in each of the boxes. So when you're trying to take the same shape, you want to be able to get the full set. If you get 2 light sets or 2 dark sets, you can do it. It would make the game a lot easier to play because it'd be a lot easier to get the tricks that way. But if you get both the light and the dark together, they play together just fine. They're just 2 different sets. And the darker cards are red, blue, green, and orange. And they are all a much darker shade. I'll put those back in here. And then the random narrative game. Got a revamp on the box. So the original one was much thicker than this. It was the double thickness. I have one up there, but I can't get it right now. This one here is much thinner. It's the half thickness, so the cards don't rattle around like they did before. It's still got all of the same components in it, the same cards, and the little mini dice. Now this one also, again, 8+. That's probably pretty fitting, but again, your play may be varied depending on how well your child picks up games and how they do with word games. This one could be a much younger group, just depending on how you'd want to play it. This one is 1 to 5 players is the suggested, and it's about 10 to 20 minutes. However, this game can go much longer because there are more cards, and you can do alternative rules where you add more cards to the game. And just depending on how well the stories get, it can definitely go longer, or you can cut it in half and go shorter. You can also put a lot more players with this game. It says 1 to 5, that's suggested, but you can actually play this with a lot more. We played it at a convention with about 8 players, and it could have gone even more than that without any problems. So that is the 2 new games. It was Idi-umms and Beg Borrow Steal with both editions. And then of course we've got the revamped box and components for a random narrative game. We're working on an expansion for random narrative game. It's going to be a little bit before that's out, so you don't have to worry, but we will let you know when it is. We are still working on getting 100 or more likes on the Facebook page. If I can get 100 likes and shares on the Facebook page, that'd be wonderful. To do the new contest, what you need to do is go to the Facebook page. You can search for A Geek and Her Games. You're probably watching that here already, but if you're from YouTube or Discord or one of the other Patreon or one of the other channels that I've got this on, you just need to go to Facebook and go to A Geek and Her Games. And on there you're going to find this video right here. I want you to like it, share it, and then come back and comment that you did it. Once I've got 100 likes or shares, or likes and shares and comments, I will be giving away one copy of any of these games. It's up to you to choose. The winner can choose either Idi-umms, Beg, Borrow, and Steal the Light Edition, or Beg, Borrow, Steal the Dark Edition, or Random Narrative Game. So, all you have to do is like, share, comment. Get your friends to like and share the page too. It will give you better chances. So I would really appreciate it, and it'll help us get going, because we are an indie studio, so there's not a lot of backing in that without your help. Anyway, I appreciate all that you do, and I hope you enjoy the games. If you'd like to purchase one, you can go to ageekinnergames.com and purchase them there. You can also go to thegamecrafter.com and search for either A Geek in Her Games or any of the game titles, and they will have them there. And I hope to see you all soon. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.